Orlando, Florida. We've got a group of crazy games and fun characters here for you for a knockout competition between international teams of celebrities from Great Britain, Australia and America. And it's all for charity. Everyone involved with the show has donated their services, sponsorships of the games, and all the money raised by the program and its sales around the world will be given to children in need.
And when it comes to form, the United States has its own unique style. Britain caught 5 pies in their heat. Could we beat that?
And the next heat is underway. Now, this should be really something spectacular. It's Terry and Lynn and your old pal there, Meatloaf. Meaty was the star of the Royal Knockout last year. He's the villain of the piece, and he's devised this special way, Billy J, of rowing prone.
Yes, he's got everything moving at this stage, and there's a fair bit to move. Those crocodiles are starting to move in now.
Story goes that in 1951 he got his head run over by a Volkswagen, and that's why they called him Meaty's brain. So, he's made it. Meaty's going to make it. He's there.
Yes, they're all right.
They're aboard. Terry and Lynn's in, and so is Meaty, but getting in the boat is another kettle of fish. He's stranded like a big whale. Goofy helps him, and the Americans have got one.
Meat was the man. You devised the strategy, am I right?
Well, yes. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. I devised it for our team because she outweighed me. So, I mean, it's like... So I had to give, we had to get some balance in there.
I think she actually put some sand in her pocket so that this thing could be... So, I mean, it worked for us. I know Carrie was paddling.
Yeah. Well, that's only because he was going, stroke.
Yeah, it was the key, stroke together.
Yeah, and you guys got very close.
Well, we set the pace.
We set the pace.
We set the pace with these guys. You should have got off the raft and climbed over the gator onto the boat. That was it.
Right.
No, see, that's
okay, I've got to go to work. I got to get ready for the third heat. Good job, USA.
And we're away in the Piazza San Marco. The 3 waiters now coming down to their tables, and our man is first. Our British waiter in the costume is Bernie Clifton. Watch the action.
All right, we've got Meatloaf in the blue coming to the table right now.
And for Australia, we've got George Lazenby in there, and these boys have the really tough job, don't
Oh, Meatloaf is down. Gil Gerard, the waiter who gives him his bottles, can come over and assist him to get him up. I think we're going to get the crane. And up comes the Meatloaf. Well, maybe not.
Oh, no, he doesn't. The idea of a game, of course, you'd have got it, is the waiters here from across the Piazza San Marco have to pick up the champagne, deliver it to our little tourist, who, would you believe, sitting there now with 2 bottles, is the world welterweight champion, Lloyd Hannigan.
Meatloaf seems to be going in a bit of a circle.
And Meaty will be hot in there, I'll tell you. It's about 85 Fahrenheit in the Italian showcase. But there's Bernie Clifton, our waiter. He's met by David Guard, pops the bottle of champagne back on, and they have to negotiate now in those enormous boots, which ain't easy, I'll tell you. Now then, look at this. Look, way. That's Richard Ranter's shaft trying to trip up our waiter. That is foul play indeed. But Lloyd stretches out his hand.
All right, here comes Meatloaf back right now trying to make an attempt to deliver a bottle. And I think he may be successful. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. All right, the ass. The U.S. has a point. Bit of a rear attack on Rolf Harris by the part of Meatloaf.
If you're wondering where the pigeons are, they're asleep in the loft.
Oh, there he goes. Gil Gerard coming to the rescue for the States. It's Meatloaf.
I think Meatloaf's been consuming the contents of the bottle rather than anything else.
There he goes. Well, even Richard Roundtree is trying to get him. Both of these guys are big guys trying to move this Hulk up. It's really amazing.
Got a great battle going on here between Great Britain and Australia. They're pretty much level out there at the moment.
And now here come the pigeons. They will create havoc. There are 6 girls in the costume, 2 from each country, and their job is to impede the progress of the opposition. But they can't see very well, so they could possibly impede their own waiter. I can detect a little cheating going on here. If you look carefully, one of the pigeons' heads come off already. And I could spot in the background Gil Gerard of America, alias Buck Rogers, coming down now, doing a bit of cheating. He's pinched a bottle from David Gower, I'm sure about that, and he's running to give it to his teammate. David Gower goes back and replaces another bottle with Bernie Clifton, but it's absolute chaos. Don't ask me to count how many bottles each contestant has, but there's the whistle. I'm sure that Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard, was cheating. But then, maybe so with David Gower. And Rolf Harris looks disconsolately at the number of bottles he's got.
Meaty, what a great guy, what a great guy. It was very hot in there, wasn't it, old chum, eh? Would you like a glass of Perrier water? A little champagne?
Just found me at a loss of words, didn't you?
For the first time in his life.
Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, as the serpent groans, the meatloaf makes his way across it.
I don't know whether it means anything, but as soon as Meatloaf... Oh, he's gone! He's
He's furious at that because he is an intense competitor, isn't he? A villain.
Of all the people, I thought he would be the one. I think he's going to get Eddie, ladies and gentlemen. I think Eddie is, and Sarah is working on Eddie at the moment. Another example of American sportsmanship at play. And not a man to carry a grudge. All right, here we are with the American team. Just scored 2 points on the back of the Serpent. Let's start things out with Gil. Gil, you really had a hard time getting across there.
Well, I was just trying to make sure I got there this time. I didn't want to fall off again like I did, I tried it once before and fell off at the end of it. I didn't want that to happen.
All right, now there was a bit of a change. I thought you were going second. Carrie, you went second. What happened there?
Well, because...
Back to the captain.
Yes, because she went real fast.
Right.
And I went real slow.
And you also didn't make it.
And, well, yes, but I only had 20 seconds when I started, so I was going for the guns. But we switched because she went real fast.
All right, on the back of the Sea Serpent, the United States team has just picked up 2 points. Let's get back to the action.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Let us call on the team captain of the USA, Meatloaf. Wonderful, yes. Give him the trophy, Susan. Give him the trophy. And now for Australia, the mighty man himself, Mr. Joe Buckner. Joe. He almost breaks the stage with his presence, but Joe. Let us welcome on stage Mr. David Gower. Come on! David, congratulations, come on.